what we've learned about angles is going to help us learn a little more about triangles. Let's take, for instance, this first one right here. If I want to do the same trick with my square edge, I can put up an angle, or the vertex, on the corner there, line it up with one of my lines. I can see, I don't see the other line, so that's an acute angle. But I have to do it with all of the other angles as well. So I'm going to do it up there. Well, I can see this line, but I can't see the other one. So I'm going to do it one other place, which is right there at that vertex. So I got to cover all three vertexes. And sure enough, I can't see the other line. I can see this one, but I can't see the other one. So all three of them are acute angles. So 3 acute angles. If all of the angles are acute, guess what you call this? Acute triangle. It's pretty simple to remember. If all angles are acute, then you are dealing with an acute triangle. Now, let's do this one. If we measure here, well, that vertex is telling me that I have a right angle. So I have one right angle. I'm going to go up here to that vertex. I'm going to measure this. I can't see the other line, but I can see that line. That makes it acute. And I'm going to come down here and measure this angle. I can see this line, but I can't see the other line, which makes it acute. Which means that I have one right angle and 2 acute angles. If it has even just one right angle, even though the other 2 are acute, we're going to call this a right triangle. Now our last one, if we measure this, we see here, I'm lining up my vertex there. I can't see the other line, but I can see the bottom line. That's an acute. So I'm going to come up here, I'm going to measure this angle. I can see this line, but I can't see the other line, so that's an acute angle. I'm going to measure this one down here at the corner. Well, I can see this one and I can see this one, but it's not lined up with that edge, which means it's an obtuse angle. So I have one obtuse angle and 2 acute angles. If it has one obtuse angle, the rule is it's an obtuse triangle. So those are the rules for each of the triangles and how to name them. If you have all 3 angles are acute, then it's an acute triangle. If you have just one right angle and the other 2 are acute, then you have a right triangle. If you have one obtuse angle and the other 2 are acute, then you have an obtuse triangle. This is the rule. I hope you remember it because it's pretty easy. Just remember to measure all of the different angles.